This day 1507, Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. Today doing your Adea, Simon, Race, Sadi Gimel, Sib Vav to your base. Vav. Bakupanim Rabbi Meir Yishayim push a bus look Rabbi Lezer, Meir Yishayim Baskin. Not like Rabbi Lezer. I mean, that's not the rice of Chutzarts. V'doy Chadash is not the rice of Chutzarts. V'doy Achonim Tarchulim Tzotam Librahim. Many great Achonim have tried to find reasons for their perspectives. They have great long discussions which are difficult to use as a foundation for halacha. But now we're merited that the Or Zorah Gadol was printed. It explains their reason, their rationale. And it is in sync with what we wrote previously. This way writes, it seems to me, I, the author, this is one of the Rishonim, it's a Vina. Now we learn Kol Korban Satzib Chutz Min Omer, all Korban Satzib except for Omer come from Chutz Loretz Chuli. V'stam V'sasam Tana Chodesh B'Chutz Loretz to Rabbanan. So the Tana here in Menachos, it's Stam Tana Paskin Chodesh Chutz Loretz to Rabbanan. The Raisa, where the Raisa Abam Chutz Omer Korban Omer come from Chutz Loretz. The Bahabataya they're linked to each other. Kamar Gemara, like one of the gods says there. Menachos Pei Dalad Chuli. Command Amar, command the low Ki Aitana. Like whom, like now, like this. Tanya, Rabbi Yosef, Bomer, Chutz Loretz, Chulei, Kasav, Chutz Loretz, to Raisa. Rabbi Yosef, Omer comes Chutz Loretz, Chutz Loretz, to Raisa. Came the Raisu, that's sits the Raisa, Kruvin, Amr, Kruvin. We can also mean the carbon there. Holamata, we learn from this, the Habba, Tali, they're linked to each other. Thus, Rabbi Yaakov, Tana, Kamadid, who? Nami, Savak, Rabbanan. And Rabbi Yaakov, the Tanakama, evidently in their discussion, holds like Rabbanan. V'ayistama adif tfei, and this stam is superior. The Tanale about Karbanos because it is Mesachos Menachos with Karbanos. Interesting idea. This stam Mishnah is superior to the other stam Mishnah which we had, which is not considered Karbanos. Ka'udim Perek Echad Di'imamras Chulei. The Mishum Tani Lo Gabi Hilchos Dina, as it says that by halacha of the whatever, because of these halachas. Hilchach Hachanami Hai Stam Adif. This here too, whatever the halacha. I'm not sure what it's saying. Sanhedrin there, I guess it says that since the saying is the Tana was placing in an issue of dinim, so therefore it's the halacha for dinim. Here, since it's talking about the Indian of karbanos, it's the halacha of karbanos. Here, this and therefore, according to this tamish, is also superior because Omer is minchas tzibur hu v'tani lo gabi hilchos menachos, and it says hilchos menachos halacha, but the Mishnah, the Stam Mishnah Orla, Tani Gab of Orla, but Kilaim, it's linked to Orla Kaim below the Stam. It's that Stam Mishnah is not as authoritative as the Stam Mishnah. But in Perek Rabbi Shmuel, it says in Menachos there, Rab Papa, what top is that? Samachas. Rab Papa Ravuna Rabbi Yeshua Achli v'Chulei. We quoted this already. Kasabi Chodesh B'Chutzos to Rabbanan v'Chulei v'Im Yishum to Rabbanan the Bei Rav Ashi. What about the Rav Ashi? Labrayehi. It's not evidence. Ashkoch Lo Bay Talmud Lismocha Rabbanan Bei Rav Ashi Ksuvas. Shalom, you told me finding Ksuvas Tav Chapes that sometimes they didn't want to line up on Rav Ashi because they made mistakes. B'Hadam Ravina, which Ravina said, also Menachos. There's some Menachos. Amli aim ma'avukul avuchuli perish Rashi sabachash b'chutzos to Raisa. Ravina it's all the chash chutzos to Raisa. He love Rai. It's also evidence. Chadam atzilim for shopping the sabachash chutzos to Rabbanan. Machmir for so maybe of chash chutzos to Rabbanan, and he was machmir. But two and furthermore, that feel perish Rabbeinu Shloima, even according to Rashi, Avud Ravina Hachi Abasar, his father Ravina the other way. Av Ravina Gufa Avshon Sav after Rabbanan. Maybe Ravina himself held only to Rabbanan. The two furthermore, Helva Mishnayis and Mitran Chalukim B'Davar says Mishnayis and time argue within Amroim because Avdi Hachi because Avdi Hachi. We find Amroim went both directions. Lloyd Mariachos Lokamar Lokamar, and therefore there's no definitive halacha stated in either way. Because Shas Latchak in Chutz Loretz we have a Shas Latchak. It's in the Smocha Stam Mishnah V'Toim B'Amroim Sai B'Chosh Chutz to Rabbanan. we can rely on the Stam Mishnah that Tanaim and Amoraim hold Chosh Chutz L'Stabara. The Chashin is fake. We're not concerned in the case of a Safek. And then it goes Safek Rabban Kula. Akan Shlomo. Klomar, he explains. Arshon explains. Klomar. Safin Yizu Kanan Pesach Im Lav. If we have a Safin, they planned before Pesach or not, we're going to make it. Vod Arukh HaShulchan. Peace and he's got one of Tamei Rabbi said Makilim. According to this, the reason why our rabbis, when has been revealed. It's clear like sun in the afternoon. She's talking to had to feed Goyla Tsar. Were the Gdolim who went to great efforts to try and find a heter according to the great anguish which we have in this prohibition in our countries. They wouldn't have to spend time in long discussions. We have a straight path in front of us from an ancient Goyen. Rabbo Shama Rottenburg, Rabbo Shalarush. As well as the Rebbe the Rottenburg. Was the Rebbe the Rush? Utamish Rabbi say Bali Taisis, and he was a Tommy the Bali Taisis. Muba Gankim Taisim Maseres Akum. It's also then Taisim Maseres Avazar. Fatah. The classical Arukh HaShulchan. Yismach Bavenu B'Sagel Nafshenu. Hearts will rejoice and our souls will be ecstatic. The Lamed Schus Al Klal Yisrael. To teach a merit for Klal Yisrael. Voted by B'Siyat Shema. He's not finished yet. And later on in the Simon, he's going to come back to it with Yeser Seisu, Yeser Oiz. Zayin. Fushla Yishishu Koyim Yudva B'Nisan. Grain which did not take root before the 6th day of Nisan. Asur Chibah Omer, but it's also till the next Kol Bana Omer, which is obviously going to be a year from then. The Kamashir Shlosh Hama, what's the share of taking root? Cousin Shuma Sadeshin, Shul Shlosh Yamin, Shuma Sadeshin, says 3 days. Kamuchas Lehedio, the Pesachim Shomadim Zarbi, give up in Nisan. It's explicitly if you plan on 30 day Nisan, feel some Erev, even just before nightfall. The Shlosh Yamin in 3 days. Yudav, Tesvav, Mixas Yudvav. There's Yudalad and Tesvav and part of Yudvav. I mean, Mixas Yom Kikulah, we say Mixas Yom Kikulah for the 3rd day. Avuzor Yudalad, we plan the 40 days. It's only my tray Mixas Yom, which case you have to do 2 Mixas Yom Kikulah. Yudalad, part of Yudalad, Tesvav, and then part of Tes9. Here's the Machlekas. This is Machlekas Ratz. We do say 2 Mixas Yoms. This way, the Lami, we don't see 2 Mixas Yom. Ayin Sham. With Manisha, Peskin Lo Yadibru, Bumizek Cloud, Mikan Alocha. Why is somebody addressed with Alochas? Yeshua Tam Shun Kaimel, the Emas Kim, Bimlacha Bear Pesach. Interesting side reason here. Because we don't start, because you don't start Malacha Erev Pesach. Which goes over Chaim Sin Tav Sanches. So people are not going to plan Erev Pesach. Come on, nevertheless, it's astonishing. The Balayla Mucha Malacha, you have to Malacha the night before. Vote for the Marim Zara Akum Echtin only in Chodesh. I said, what about if a non-Jew planted? The Chora Halacha Ravashi, this Basu. Chora Halacha would be like Ravashi because he's a later authority. I'm not sure if Ravashi is going to be a later authority vis-a-vis Ravina. Shas to be after Ravina Charkach. The Shas brings the Ravina after Ravashi. B'tzorchir, not clear. Ches. Achar Beiglam Mishlik Ikar Dinzav. Beiglam asks on the prime the halacha and its source. That Sugi Sham leader Rabbi Yehuda. This look is going to Rabbi Yehuda. Be'ilus Filei he holds that Shlosh Shabei Shlosh Yom. That thing root is 3 days. I made Rabbi Yossi Pliga Lei Rosh Hashanah B'Yavamas. There's different sheetas. Rabbi Meir it's Filei Shloshim Yom. Have a Shlosh. Rabbi Meir says it takes 30 days for take root B'Ilonis. Rabbi Yossi Shabei Shlosh Yom. It also is 3 days. Rabbi Yossi Rabbi Shimon. Yes, Rabbi Shimon Omim Shtei Shabbos. They say 2 weeks. He was Rabbi Yossi Rabbi Shimon. That's 2 weeks. That's a special question. No, to be Huda, the Rabbi Kibega, Shagas Aryeh, and also the Gra. Being a Malachai meant fully Ilonis, if we're going to distinguish between grain and trees, still, the Gemara in Pesachim seems to link the two. Because they ask a question, Rabbi from trees to grain. And he brings that brackets to the Gra alluded to this as well. But the words of Shumas Sadeshan are clear and are true and clear. Bashas Psachim Mikal B'Chomer Hu D'Mak Shalei. Gemara Psachim is asking Mikal B'Chomer. Dim Bi'Lana Stai B'Shlosh Yomim. If by trees it's enough 3 days. Kosh Kem Zoyim. Certainly by seeds. Av Ev Shalom Mar Klaus. She's more Mandu the Tzar Zoyim B'Shlosh Yomim. It's not possible. Everybody holds you need by seeds 30 days. But Lamed Yoyim Kfar Tfulan is Gadol. In 30 days. grain already grows. It becomes animal fodder. You find beginning ches the batim. So per ches the Shabbos, high per fisa v'chuli per shvashi or teaches or in both. You have a pot in which you plant. Chuli test for yom kodem Rosh 15 days for Rosh Hashanah chuli. Ver Rosh Hashanah v'savim chuli. Arei b'test v'am yom nigmar. And really whatever this is in the parfisa, this is 15 days. It's complete. The Medrash Beishis are rimla per pras v'chulei. Ma'aseh malchicham lai noitim bi netil ola lo shloshim yoim. Whatever it's about the Euphrates there that says that you plant there a growth in 30 days. Zern be Israel lo shloshim yomim. That's for actually a tree. For sapling and for grain it's 3 days. For it says explicitly the matir shloshim gramer by sapling it's 3 days like mer with zria, but by seeds it's gimel yom it's 3 days. Shami kilayim akamas ras achidei ber shloshim yomim. Same idea. V'achush yochiach, and our senses indicate beginning of shalano in our gardens. Shim shloshim yom kvar tzomach arbei me'oretz. In 30 days, much has already grown from the ground. Hasbas is still taking root in such an extended period of time. Everybody can see. Therefore, everybody agrees that by grains and by seeds, taking root is 3 days. And the fact was that cloud, there's no question about it all. And he quotes here the Mishnah as Yankov. Yud. Grain which is planted after the Omer. Or was planted but didn't take root at Achar Omer until after the Omer. Shasa Omer, and the time the Omer said, Tachas HaKarka, it was on the ground, but it hasn't taken root yet. It's a question if this grain is like it's in a jug. It's mutter, because obviously it was harvested previously. And the Omer is matiret. It's not like grain which takes root. This were purchased because of the growth. Here there's no growth yet. Oh, we say, since we put under the ground for planting, but the shame severed from the ground is negated from it. And it's grain which is planted after the Omer. But has to wait till the next Korban Omer. The question is not resolved. For us, some misafik, and out of that, one has to forbid it. Also stalk, which grew a third of its growth before the Omer. And you uproot it after the Omer. It's permitted. But then you plant it again. It started growing again. You follow the primary planting, V'shayr Omer, the Omer is matir. Or dealing with Sarah Tosefes, and it go after the addition. But Tosefes Oyser Gamika, the addition, also kind of retroactively, answers the initial part. Ajav Omer until the next Omer comes. The Lev Shita also not resolved, also Misafik, it's also on account of that doubt. You get Malkus to Rabbanan. You have Shnei Dinim Eil Kosvan or Rambam Beperik Yud Be Machos Asuras. But there's also written around the Rambam, Batur V'Shalach. Utzmiani, I'm astounded, says Arukh HaShulchan. Though Adin the Shibboleth said Din Arishon, that they didn't have the store contradicts the first halacha. You show us Mashiluli at the seventh from the stalk. It sounds like if not for the additional amount, Ikar Mutter, whatever grew before him was permitted. According to the first halacha, also it was originally planted as Tosa Mitzafik, because we don't know what to do about it. Yeah, Afim Loni Shrasha died, even hasn't yet taken root. A dying Bekarka, but Koshkin initially suddenly what took root. For Lomala less than after 7, so why? That's only because it got added on. Hooray, about some stuff from doubt. Balaam, I can't see the buyer being teacher. Loimer. As well, if you say X, then what about Y? Bedina Rishon. If you last here on a basis that if you say the first one's Musar, what about the second one? And I believe fresh. It said so. Perhaps a stalk is more lenient than a grain the butler karka, because once you plant a kernel of seed on the ground, it's the nullified by the ground. Mashenkin is opposed to bushibolas af sheshutla, the stalk, even when you plant it. Iraq shibos mushresh makarka, only the stalk is embedded in the ground. Vatfua shava miala karka, the grain is already above the ground. Muteres be promuter in line the end of the service, and not accounts of additional amount. Vitzorach here, we're not sure. Yud base. Because for two Mishal see base. Isur Chadash Ben Baritz and Chutz Lords. Ben Mishal Yisrael Mishal Akum. Okay, so that's the Arukh HaShulchan. That's the quote from Torah Shulchan Aruch. The Arif Aram Litzkil Klal Echadim Bishal Akum. The Arif Aram don't mention what happened with non-Jewish grain. Akum Seder by Test Kedusha Chim Yerushalmi. The Taisus and Kedusha Navlam Vaz proves in the Yerushalmi the Parach Mishnah Mishnah Sham. Asked the Mishnah which says Komitz Tulip Arts Ein Nohegas Abchut Arts. Any which is contingent on the land only applies to the land of Israel. Chutz mi'orla b'kilayim shenogin gam b'chutz haaretz. Several mitzvahs, well, actually, any mitzvah it has to do with land only applies to Eretz Yisrael. Chutz mi'orla b'kilayim, except for orla b'kilayim shenogin gam b'chutz haaretz. V'lezma haba chodesh lo b'chutz haaretz. There's also chodesh. Porach hamaylo tani chala. Ask why isn't it the metcha chala? V'taretz v'isha ein b'shalakum. Says because chala doesn't apply to non-Jews. Grain. Masha it seems quite clear. The Chodesh Noe B'Shalakum. The Chodesh does apply in non-Jews grain. V'skimus Zakor B'Seinu the Or Rabbis read this Paskein LaLocha. V'echem B'dol Achronim the Bach Tocha the Ibrahim check what they said. Yerushalmi Lavdor Ad Rabbi Lezer Kai El Chachamim. Yerushalmi is not going to Rabbi Lezer going to Chachamim. V'Orel V'Kilayim Vadi Noe B'Shalahem and Orel V'Kilayim certainly apply to non-Jewish growth. Avalo Chodesh Ma'Chodesh. V'Orel Tani Chala. Which does not mention Chala. Mishnah Chala lo pli Chachamim because the Chachamim don't argue with him. Rabbi Yeshua Dochel Devolved, those reject him. The Yerushalmi Azeh but Gam Shali Arla. Sham is in the Arla, but Sham Lezer Rabbi Lezer. It doesn't mention Rabbi Lezer. Okay, it's not true. The Gam Sham I say Yerushalmi Hachmish Kedushin. Put the Chachamim Rabbi Lezer. It does mention Chachamim Rabbi Lezer there. V'Allah boy, and then that asks, my Lord Tani Chala. Why does it mention Chala Ein Sham? Maybe Od Rayas Latim Mishas Kilon. The Bach brought other Rayas Mimatim from our Gemara. V'Dochel Rabbi Nvar Mikol Rayos Sov Shivsham Mishas Kilon. And many people rejected what he said. But he came with some sustained his words. There's no to ascertain this definitively. And we don't have a definite proof with which to repudiate the Tosfos, etc. So this Bach was the old heter for Chodesh, so to speak, before they found the Yitzchak Divina, before they found the Zarua, and before the Arukh HaShulchan came on the scene, and it is a dubious, as Arukh HaShulchan points out, a dubious heter because it assumes that Shel Akum is Mutzal Chutz La'aretz, and it assumes not like Tosfos, etc. So the question was how reliable that was. But along comes the Arukh HaShulchan heter, which tomorrow we will reach its denouement.